Welcome to Life's Light Shared, where we walk through the Sunday Mass readings together in the light of Christ. The readings for the 22nd Sunday in Ordinary Time, Sunday, August 30th. A reading from the book of the prophet Jeremiah.
You duped me, O Lord, and I let myself be duped. You were too strong for me, and you triumphed. All the day I'm an object of laughter. Everyone mocks me. Whenever I speak, I must cry out. Violence and outrage is my message. The word of the Lord has brought me derision and reproach all the day. I say to myself, I will not mention him. I will speak in his name no more. But then it becomes like fire burning in my heart, imprisoned in my bones. I grow weary holding it in. I cannot endure it.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. I urge you, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, your spiritual worship. Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and pleasing and perfect. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus began to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer greatly from the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised. Then Peter took Jesus aside and began to rebuke him.
God forbid, Lord. No such thing shall ever happen to you.
He turned and said to Peter,
Get behind me, Satan. You are an obstacle to me. You are thinking not as God does, but as human beings do.
Then Jesus said to his disciples,
Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. What profit would there be for one to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? Or what can one give in exchange for his life? For the Son of Man will come with his angels in his Father's glory, and then he will repay all according to his conduct.
Nobody plans to avoid hard things. We just get very good at it. There is a way out of almost everything now. Let the call go to voicemail. Stop going to the dinner. Skip ahead. Start over somewhere easier. And underneath all that convenience, a belief settles in, one we never chose and never checked. That the best life is the one that hurts the least. Watch Peter act on that very belief. Jesus tells his friends where this is going. Suffering, rejection, death, and on the third day, raised. He says all four in one breath. Peter only hears the first three. He pulls Jesus aside and says, God forbid. It is the kindest sentence in the passage. He loves the man and wants to spare him the cost. And Jesus calls him an obstacle. Get behind me. You are thinking not as God does, but as human beings do. That line stings, because Peter's instinct is our instinct. Most of what we bring to God is a request to remove something difficult. That is a good prayer. Jesus prayed it himself in the garden. But how often do we also ask to be made equal to what we are carrying? Here is where our age has it backwards. We treat suffering as a malfunction, proof that somewhere we took a wrong turn. Jesus treats it as what love costs, when love is real, not pain for its own sake. Never that. And some of what you carry was never your choice. The diagnosis, the grief, the thing done to you. He is not telling you that you asked for it. He wept at a grave. He healed everyone who came to him. What he is talking about here is the cost you can still choose to pay for love. It is what following him costs. So the best life is not the one that hurts the least. It is the one that loves the most. Paul tells us how the change happens in one line. Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Notice he does not say, transform yourself. Be transformed. It is done to you, in prayer, in the sacraments, at the altar, if you stop conforming long enough to let it happen. And Jeremiah shows what happens when you try to opt out. He quits. He says it out loud. I will not mention him. I will speak in his name no more. And he cannot do it because it becomes like fire burning in his heart, imprisoned in his bones. And notice whose fire it was. Not Jeremiah's. It was God's own word in him, and it would not go out. That same word is in you. Most of us are not carrying a blaze like his. We are carrying an ember. The light is still there. The warmth is still there. It is just a fraction of what it could be. And an ember does not grow by being shielded from everything. It grows when it is given something to burn. So this week, one question. What good thing have you been avoiding because of what it would cost you? The conversation, the apology, the person who is hard to love. That is probably your cross this week. Take it up, and remember who said, I am with you always.
So take up whatever this week hands you, and do not carry it by yourself. This week, the Church remembers Saint Monica and her son, Saint Augustine. She prayed for him for years, while he went far from God and stayed there. She did not know how it would end. He became one of the great teachers of the Church. Whatever you are waiting on is not wasted time, even if you never get to see what it was for. Ask God this week to take away what is hard. Jesus prayed exactly that in the garden. And then ask, as he did, for the strength to carry it if it stays. You are not being asked to conform to this age. You are being made new. And you are never doing it alone, for God is with us, all of us, and his love is worth every cost it asks of us. Let your light, his light, be shared. Thank you for sharing this time in the Word. I hope you'll join me again next Sunday. Go in peace.